Hello viewers, this is Tosin Adedeji and I'm here for a very sweet series for women. Alright, so we're looking at how to help a man. We're going to be taking a series on how to help a man, how to really help a man. You know, one of the reasons why a woman was made by God, one of the thoughts that God had in mind when he was creating the woman was that she would be a help suitable, for that man, a help meet for the man. And so many people will be wondering, okay, if I'm a help meet, how should I help? Many people have helped the wrong way. Many people have even thought they were helping, not knowing that they were actually destroying. So in this series, we are looking at how to help a man. I'm going to be giving us 1, 2, 3, 4 as the Lord helps us on how to really help a man. Number one on how to help a man correctly is help him not to fall. All right, so in Genesis chapter 2 and even verse 18, when the Lord was saying, I'm going to make a helpmeet suitable for the man, he knew what he was talking about. The reason was because he looked at the man and he said, this man, something is wrong. The man is not, is not complete. He said, this man, he is alone. I don't want him to be alone. One of the reasons why God, you actually thought of creating the woman, he said, I don't want the man to be alone. And then when he got to Ecclesiastes, if you look at Ecclesiastes chapter 4 from verse 9 to 10, we'll now see the reason why one should not be alone. In verse 9 to 10, the Bible says two are better than one, and for the one a good reward for even their labor. He said in verse 10 that these two, they are better than one, because if one falls, if they fall rather, the other will lift this one up. But he said that if you are alone, if one is alone, how will that person have someone to lift the person up? So it is not good for the man to be alone, because when he's alone, he will not have somebody to lift him up when he falls, and vice versa. So when the Bible is saying that it's creating the woman as a help, one of the best ways to help a man is to help that man not to fall. And if he had fallen, help him to stand up. Help that person not to fall. A lot of our girls in these days, they are the ones, actually is on their laps that many men of God are falling. That is not right. I got to understand recently, that a lot of women actually think that when they, open their body for men, when they sleep with a man, they are helping the man. Some of them even think that when they are giving into a man, when they are trying to, be there for the man, supporting him in one way or the other, they actually feel they are helping. I tell you the truth, one of the best way you can help is to make sure that you are helping that man not to fall. So if your whatever help you are giving is a help that will bring that man down, or a help that will bring him at rivalry with his creator, or a help that will make him sin against God, or a help that will actually put him out of the good book of life, the records, the right path, then you are not helping correctly. If you must help correctly, you help that man not to fall. And so when a pastor or somebody's husband comes to you as a young lady, or comes to you even as a married woman, and says, come, I want us to meet, I want us to begin to do things together sexually and all of that, if you say no, if you allow that man not to fall, you have helped that man correctly. If every married man coming to you, if you help the married man to reconnect to their wives, you send them back to their wives, and you don't stay as a side chick, you are helping the man. If you don't sit down and destroy another person's home, all because you want to create yours, then you are helping correctly. If someone comes to you and you know that you are not going to marry that person, you know that that's not the person the Lord had ordained for you, or the person that the Lord has made for you to spend the rest of your life with, it is best you help that person to get it right, rather than wasting the person's time, or thinking that you are spending his money, or whiling away time, or helping the person to go deeper in sin. So when a young man, a man that has visions, that has future, a young promising child of God comes to you as a sister, and he says he wants to start fornicating or committing adultery with you, if you help that man not to fall, you have helped correctly. If you help them to reconnect with their maker, to do the right thing, you have helped correctly. If a man is going down and you sustain him, you help him to come up back on his feet, you have helped correctly. If your husband is not taking his role as the head of the house and you help him to reconnect, you help him to get it right, you have helped correctly. It's not about saying if he's not doing it, I'm doing my own now. If he's not standing, I'm standing. If you are the only one carrying the home, you are not doing it well. You should help your husband to get back on his feet. Help him to head the home, rather. Help him to head the home correctly. Help your spouse to stand. Help him not to fall. One of the best ways to help a man is to help that man not to fall. And if you have a man that is falling already, help that man to get up. If a man is falling on your laps, then you are not helping right. If the man is going down in your hands, then you are not helping right. If you have that man in your life and his life is going down, either spiritually, physically, or otherwise, then you are not helping right. If you have the capacity to support a man to stand better, to stay up, and then you refuse to do that, then you are not helping right. If a son of God falls or derails in your hand, you are not helping right. God bless you. I'll see you in our next video.